In just a matter of days, two fighters who seem to be mirrored opposites of each other. One coming in as an older hillbilly from the South who likes to talk more physical than verbal, and the other one, a young city boy with a loud mouth and an arrogant attitude. Both will come together to brawl and try to take each other's heads off Sunday, October 30th.
Denis Bel.
Denis Bel, right? You're thinking you're something, right?
I see him way too often, bro.
He goes on Twitter saying he's a tough man.
You haven't had a fight yet.
This big fat fucking oaf is ducking me hard.
Have you been in front of the crowd? No.
Ever since I've been calling him out, he's been ducking me, ducking me, ducking me.
Fucking answer that simple question. You're dumb as
Because I really am an icon, and I'm going to knock Trey the hillbilly the fuck out.
But this is a lot more than just an influencer boxing match. This is about two fighters on two different sides of the United States with real resentment, real beef, and are coming up to Connecticut to fight each other and take the win for themselves.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? So yeah, oh, the fight, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Trey Ingram is a country-raised blue-collar man living his whole life in the quiet small town of Mena, Arkansas. He's developed quite the fame around the South for being a local superstar wrestler, going under the name The Hillbilly, always appearing on broadcast TV and winning several belts in his matches. But now, Trey Ingram is trying to become a boxer, believing wrestling is just as intense, if not harder, than the sport of boxing.
I got told a lot today that wrestling's fake. What I do is fake. Boxing's where it's at, or boxing's real stuff. Go to the wrestling gym, professional wrestling gym, and do a week of training. Continue the punishment. Continue until you can't go anymore. It'll be a miracle if you last that week, and you'll be changing your minds about what you think about professional wrestling. About time y'all give me and my sport some respect.
The history of the beef and rivalry between Trey Ingram and Denis Bel is a long one. Trey had begun his boxing journey of July 2021, fighting known boxing YouTuber and commentator Real Talk Boxing live on TV. After losing that match against a highly experienced boxer, Trey moved on to beat Adam Creekmore under Real Talk Boxing promotion. And then on May 21st, 2022, Trey had his most known fight yet. Trey got into the ring with YouTuber, boxer, and commentator Patrick Toplosian, in which the two had a long 7-round boxing match, fighting with every little last bit of energy they had. And it went towards a decision win for Patrick Toplosian, despite a majority of people believing it was a clear robbery and Trey Ingram had dominated the entire fight. Now walking away feeling like he won, Trey Ingram has seemingly handed his next opponent, set for October 30th. A TikToker, a YouTuber, debut fighter, and a polarizing figure in the community, going by the name of Denis Bel.
This big fat fucking oaf is ducking me hard. Ever since I've been calling him out, he's been ducking me, ducking me, ducking me. So you think that this dirty, disgusting tard hillbilly would actually fight me? But no. And Trey, let me just say it right now, I think you're a pussy, and I would clean you out in 2 rounds.
I made a video after my match this past Saturday explaining the Denis, and I love pain, man. I love it. What I'm going to enjoy, what I'm going to do to Denis.
But fighting Denis Bel brings a long avalanche of insults and accusations from the young fighter. A loose cannon who says whatever trash talk he truly wants, saying Trey Ingram isn't really training for the boxing match and that Denis himself is actually going to the gym in the city, unlike Trey.
Yeah, people said I haven't been working out. I've been working out, been going back to the roots with Pat, what I did with Pat. Then I'm going to the gym the next week. I'm switching it back and forth. Yeah, Denis is going to be in that building of his. You get what you want in here. I'm a hillbilly. So yeah, and I am actually sparring people. So yeah. But yeah, I know Denis is training, and I know I'm training too. Yeah, but Denis can say all he wants. Denis can talk all the crap he wants, talk all the smack. Be the menace if he wants. I'm gonna be the hillbilly. What you see is what you get.
Get bit by a damn grass snake.
I don't do any. Yeah, Denis might do that Twitter phone war, talking crap on the Twitter.
On October 30th, I will slap the fuck out of this nasty ogre mom.
fucking answer that simple question. You're dumb as shit.
I'll make sure to bring you some deodorant, buddy. I'll make sure to bring you some deodorant.
And send him right back to the trailer parks where he belongs.
I hang around the locker room with crusty old men who, if you give lip, they will pop you in the mouth, no questions asked. And I'm the same way. If you give me lip, I will pop you in the mouth, no questions asked. I haven't been talking no crap back to Dennis because I'm waiting to do it to his face. I'm a grown man. I hang around grown men here in Mena. I don't know what Minneapolis does, but coming up, Dennis, I'm going to see you eye to eye. I'm going to talk all the crap I want.
We then move across the country to the northern city of Minneapolis, Minnesota, where the villain of our story lives and trains. Coming into the community with a very loud and known entrance.
What's up, Trey Ingram? Just a little bit more time, and I'm knocking you out. So be ready, boy. Be ready. You redneck looking ass. Let's get it. Come on. Who are you gonna knock out? Trey Ingram. Yeah. Come on, get it. People hate me because I don't really care about what they have to say. Everyone is so corny nowadays, and they're just general pussies. They love this validation instead of going in and getting good at the sport. But I really couldn't care about anyone's opinion. Like my sparring footage, people can clearly see that I'm levels and levels above Trey, but they delude themselves because of their hate for me, and they think that Trey's gonna beat me. So it's so funny seeing these polls where I'm the 17% underdog, because I know I'm gonna walk through Trey. They're gonna know that they were thinking with their hearts rather than their heads. And I honestly would rather have it this way. Let all these mongs think that I'm going to walk in and get beat just so I can dog on my opponent, walk out, and make all those softies look like absolute buffoons.
Dennis trains in Minneapolis in an old school traditional boxing gym, getting lots of sparring rounds in and getting trained by the same coaches who have trained professional boxers before. Outside of the boxing gym, Dennis had always been kept in shape while hanging out with his older cousins, who also got him into boxing at a young age when they themselves were pursuing it.
My big cousin Dano was a huge inspiration for me. Ever since I was a little kid, he got me into watching boxing. It wasn't until this year that I actually started going, and honestly, I love it. I think there's something in like the genes of Russian people. We literally love combat sports. 4 to 5 years ago, I was out of shape, unathletic, and Dano pulled me out of that, and he got me into a beast, lifting weights, going hard in fitness, all of it. And that's when I learned I have so much natural power and strength when I'm in good athletic shape. And so when I told Dano at the beginning of this year that I was starting boxing, he was nothing but excited for me because he knows firsthand that I have the power for it. And even though 99% of my training time is in the boxing gym, I still call up Dano all the time and let him know about my progress, because he knows, seeing me from the start till seeing me till the very end, that I'm literally getting better. I'm getting so much better at a fast rate, and I'm just going to crack skulls.
But this fight isn't just all about the win. The risk of humiliation and also a series of bets make the stakes much more higher. Dennis and Trey adding a whole new level of embarrassment after losing to this boxing match.
When this fight first started getting talked about, I told that nasty, disgusting hillbilly that if he beats me for 1 round, I would shave off all my long, luscious, beautiful hair in the ring right afterwards. Because I'm that confident, I'm gonna walk in there, dog on him, and then walk out with a full head of hair. But Trey made a counter bet. He said that if I win, he'll get my name tattooed on his body. But then he backed out of that bet because he was scared and he knew that I was going to beat him. So as time gets near, I know that Trey's getting more and more scared. But we made a new bet. I'm still keeping to my word. If I lose any round, I'm shaving my hair off in the ring. But if Trey loses the fight in general, I want to be the one to shave off all his hair and his big bushy beard right in that ring afterwards on tape. It sucks that he won't get my name tatted on him, but this is a win that I'm willing to take.
Dennis is consistent in his confidence, loud and proud about it, and is ready to prove it all against his opponent across America, showcasing their boxing here in Connecticut.
Trey Ingram, you greasy bumpkin, no matter what you do, I've been putting the hard work and learning of skill in the gym for the past 10 months, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to whoop you. There is nothing you can do to slow down the ass beating that I'm going to deliver in that ring October 30th. And you are going to get manhandled by a 19-year-old boy and shaved like a hairless cat. So be ready, Trey.
It is now only days away from the matchup. Denis Bel versus Trey Ingram. A fierce battle of 2 cruiserweights with the risk of humiliation to whoever loses, both having the hatred for each other that can only be quenched in the ring. This Sunday, October 30th, Denis Bel versus Trey Ingram, live for free here on Get Back Boxing.